Oh, hey there! My name's Eric Martins. Welcome back to another episode of Eric Reviews. Today, we're going to be talking about a game very near and dear to my heart. It's called New Super Mario Bros. For the Nintendo DS. Let's just get right into it. New Super Mario Bros. Was released for the Nintendo DS in 2006. At the time, it was the first side-scrolling Mario game in over 12 years, with the previous being everybody's favorite, Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins. For the Game Boy. Yeah. The game is notable for kicking off the New Super Mario Bros. Series, which is comprised of 4.5 games to date. We won't be looking at any of those others anytime soon, though, and the series is often criticized for its lack of evolution. I mean, just look at these. Can you tell them apart? No? Didn't think so. But keep in mind, this game was the first, and it introduced most of the concepts that would become tired by the time the Wii U game hit store shelves. We'll be going over the game in 5 distinct sections. Without further ado, let's just get into it.
Story.
It's a Mario game. BAM! Castle attacked! Princess snatched! Off you go! But really though, this game at least tries. I mean, for one, it's not Bowser, it's Bowser Jr. I mean, that's something, right? Oh, and if you hold L and R on the file select screen...
Yo!
Green Mario. Yeah, that's pretty much it though.
Gameplay.
Once again, it's a Mario game. You do the jumpies, you get your mushrooms, but believe it or not, this game may just have been the greatest step up for 2D Mario at the time. For one, he's got a ton of great movement options on top of the standard jump. A lot of it is inherited from the 3D games, things like wall jumping and the ground pound. Just as in the original 2D games, there's a run button, which is held down for the vast majority of gameplay. I mean, just look at him go! But Mario's movement options are only half of the story here. We've got to talk about the power-ups. The game brings over old standard power-ups from the first game, the Super Mushroom, Fire Flower, 1-Up Mushroom, and Starman. Yes, they are called Starmen, not stars. Stars are in 64, they're the power stars, they unlock the doors, you know. Power stars. The game sadly disregards every single other power-up from previous Mario games, but adds in a few new ones instead. The Mega Mushroom is used on the front of the box. It was the big new thing for the game, and it's only found in 4 levels. There's also the Mini Mushroom, which makes you tiny and useless, aside from a few tiny pipes strewn about the world. Guess what? It also only appears in 4 levels. Finally, there's the Blue Shell, which is just painful to deal with. Mario enters the shell after running for enough time, but you don't get to choose when. Just stop it! Stop! Overall, the movement options are better than any 2D Mario game before it, and the new power-ups are just kinda crappy.
Design.
Most of this could probably go in gameplay, but it seems different enough to devote a section to. I don't know, just tell me in the comments or something. The level design is fairly standard. It's not terrible, but quite a lot of it feels very samey. More like the original Mario Bros. Felt than 3 World did, and that's quite a disappointment to be honest. However, this is helped by the diversity in the setting. There are 8 worlds with very distinct looks, and even individual levels within these worlds can look and feel incredibly different. You got your desert, your mountain, your jungle, your ice world, your castle, your ice castle, and so on. Even though these settings are extremely overdone nowadays, at the time, it was nice to see them all here. And then we've got the enemies, and boy, let me tell you, there sure are a lot of these. A lot of them only appear in 1 or 2 levels, like the Skeeter, the Snailicorn, Scuttlebug Banny, and oh jeez! Oh fuck! In addition to these new enemies, you of course have your standard fare, like Goombas and Koopas and Boos. The enemies are all very well made and complement any area they appear in. It's quite a shame that many of these haven't returned since. Then there's also the bosses, and this game does those very well. You've got returning baddies from old games, bigger versions of standard enemies, entirely new creations to challenge the player, and Bowser Jr. as a mini-boss. And one last thing to talk about, the game employs the greatest innovation in Mario history to extend the fun, the exploration, and the length of the game dramatically: Star Coins. Every single level has 3 of these, and while they're completely unnecessary to actually beat the game, they're needed to unlock new paths and levels and provide a very fun objective in addition to just finishing a given course. The design for this game is just great, especially for a handheld game with 3D models, but I'm getting ahead of myself.
Presentation.
Now, I'm gonna be totally honest with you, this game looks pretty bad. Very bad, especially on a screen larger than the original DS. But, I mean, you have to go easy on them on this. Nintendo chose to use 3D models, rendered as 2D sprites, to greatly add to the look of the game and set it apart from the rest. The colors are abundant and look great, the look of everything is on point, and I'm just really nostalgic for the game, okay? Presentation is really nice, I like it a ton.
Extras.
Outside of the primary content of the game, there are some great pieces of bonus content. First off, there's the multiplayer. Mario and Luigi duke it out for a while, collecting big stars until someone wins. I don't have my own footage for this, but I do have footage of the minigames. These are incredibly fun, more fun than they have any right to be. Wario being greedy, matching cards, putting bombs in the right place, not pissing off the Wigglers, and gambling. For kids! There are just so many of them. Smashing Luigi in the face, smashing Luigi in the face. Although, if you've played Super Mario 64 on the DS, you've played all of these and probably even more. But that doesn't change the fact that these are an excellent way to waste your time. So, in the end, how would I rate New Super Mario Bros? Well, I think I would give it about 5 Snailicorns out of a potential gambling addiction.
Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe for more. I am very cold.